Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Dom Brass.
Yo, that's me.
And Nate Brass.
What's up, diggity dogs? That's me.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. The vibes might be a little different in this episode because we're doing a Saturday recording.
Yeah.
What?
Saturday recording!
Haven't done this before.
At least not under Scum and Villainy. I don't remember what our recording schedule used to be like.
I literally just finished a 5-hour Pathfinder session. Took a half hour to have lunch and prep for this recording, and now we're doing it.
Great. So you're all warmed up. You flexed your RP muscles. Those neurons are properly firing.
Oh yeah, you were playing that warm-up game, Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're ready for the real shit. This is where we really start crunching numbers, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how Scum and Villainy is called math and villainy.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, there you
They're
go.
not very creative with their names, but, it's accurate.
I got 3 potential banter topics for you guys. I'll just throw them out here, and we can do whatever you guys find most interesting. I'll start with the juiciest. The one I think is got the most potential for interesting conversation. Everybody's least favorite parts of their own body.
Okay, next.
Option 2, dreams.
Next.
And option 3, just another boring food conversation like we've done 1,000 times on this show.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
What are you guys feeling out of those
I don't mind
3
option 1. I think that one's pretty funny. Obviously, I'm down to talk about food.
Well, no, we're not doing that one. So I'm thinking number 1, unless Nate strongly would rather talk about dreams.
I'm not a huge fan of my chin. I like to hide it with a beard if possible. But sometimes
that's bearded guy privilege.
I'm just gonna shave it off and see what happens, and then I'm like, I hate what my face looks like. Why did I do this?
It's
think
actually
it's
the
a
cycle.
Answer
but
because
whatever.
you can hide it.
It's the cycle of having a beard. You have one, you're like, I wonder what's under there. You shave it, and you're like, there's a reason I covered this up.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, it was so funny. Our editor he's had a beard for years. He shaved it to dress up for Halloween one year, and I've never seen such a look of disappointment in his face. He's like, I thought I had a better chin than this.
Every time.
Oh no.
You psych yourself up, and then you're just like mortified.
Yeah, but you never have to look at it, Nate. I've got to stare my dumb chin in the face every time I look in the mirror. There's no hiding my shame.
Oh my god.
Well, what's your least favorite part about your face or body?
Real
For
presumptuous.
For me, it's my ankles. I've got terrible ankles. Like I roll and like sprain my ankles super easily. I'll just be walking across a totally flat surface, and once every 9 months, I just twist my ankle super badly. I have to stop myself from falling to the ground.
You got Bambi legs.
I do. I've got Bambi legs.
fucking same, dude. My ankles are dog shit. They just break. No, you can just be doing totally normal things, and my ankles are like, oh no.
Yeah, every once in a while they'll
they
just
just
be like,
explode.
today's the day.
You've been having it a little easy lately. We figured we were going to throw something in there.
A couple years ago, literally it was the night before I was going to go to Gen Con, and I was doing laundry, and my laundry unit is in my basement, and I have to go outside into my backyard and then to, the separate basement door to get down there. And as I was walking down the steps from my apartment to the backyard, rolled my right ankle super bad.
Oh,
And
no.
like it immediately swells up, and I'm like, God damn, right before I'm going on a trip where I'm just going to be walking all day, every day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, I literally texted you, Nate, and was like, hey, I just messed up my ankles super bad. I might be holding you back a little bit on the show floor. And then that same trip, I was out at like the food truck area getting lunch one day. I'm just walking and my other ankle rolls like 2 days later. And I literally almost threw the food that I was holding like out and just reflexively because like when my ankle rolled. And so for half the trip, I was on 2 bad ankles. It was a fun time. Zach, how about you?
That's a tough question because honestly, I'm a pretty confident person that doesn't really look too much at my flaws. No. I used to hate my hair because it's curly, but now I love it, and so does everyone's mom.
I was just about to say, every time my mom sees you, she's like, I love Zach's hair.
Yeah. She tells me multiple times every time she sees me.
Yeah. I have to tell her though, like, you're not allowed to just touch it. That is a rule. Like, you can't do that.
It's okay. I don't think I mind if your mom touches my hair. I think I told her that.
But I don't want her to get in the habit of doing that to like
To
other people.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, that is specifically a thing with like middle-aged white ladies.
Gonna give her a pass. Yeah, I guess my nose is kind of big. But I mean, honestly, it is what it is, right? My bottom teeth are kind of crooked, but they could be worse.
My top teeth are kind of crooked. I never had braces though, so I guess I'm lucky on that.
Yeah, I didn't have braces. I guess I didn't need them, but they're a little crooked down there. But nobody really sees your bottom teeth that often anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, how often are you really pulling that bottom lip down and showing off those pearly whites?
Like, hey everybody, get a good look at these.
Yeah, you want to check out some really crooked teeth? They're not even that bad, but they're kind of crooked. But the nose, I guess, I don't know. My hairline's receding a little bit. I'm definitely gonna lose my hair eventually. Hopefully I can hold it off for another 10 years-ish. But, as soon as it starts really going noticeably, it's just got to go. None of this long hair, bald top.
Oh, Zach, you've got really long hair. I think if you just shortened it up a little bit, it would look fine with, even as your hairline might start receding.
Yeah, there's maybe I'll play around with it a little bit.
It's the receding hairline and very long hair. That's a bad look. That's
exactly.
I'm not going to trust my children around you.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. So, I'm just hoping that doesn't get too bad. I mean,
not that I think anybody should trust their children around Zach to begin with. Let's get into our game. Welcome to the Procyon sector. Our hunter heroes have secured their bounty, the mineral merchant Miranda, and her cache, worth oodles of cash. But as they seek to escape the Shemayan labyrinth they found her in, they have been locked on by a Scarlet Wolf sniper on Overwatch who wants to take them out, starting with Gorpheus, who's taken a direct hit. With escape in sight, assassin reinforcements are closing in on them. Will the scorched desert sands be the last sight our heroes ever see? Or will they be able to retreat to the safety of the Phoenix Throne? This does not seem like an especially easy system for me to do a TPK. Or I guess let me rephrase that. It could be an incredibly easy system for me to do a TPK, but that would be in a way that would absolutely not be fun for any of us, since I can just make up the consequences whenever I want, however bad I want.
But I think there's like a level of like us like understanding like this is the point where it's like you can't just stroll up to the Engineers Guild and attack them. That's a TPK.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
You might die. In fact, it's definitely something bad's going to happen. One of you's going to lose a hand.
And we could die here if we fuck up really bad, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, but hopefully not all of us. That would be crazy. That'd be like, I'm sorry, guys, you rolled 17 ones in a row.
It would require an incredible streak of bad luck for me to, I think, kill more than one person in this game in a single job.
You hear that, Cypher? You're going to be the only one.
But, we'll see if you guys are that unlucky or not. Because Gorpheus has just taken a direct hit to his core, cracked his exoskeleton, all his gross xeno squid person juices are starting to leak out of him.
What color are they?
Fuck, I don't remember if I made this canon or not, but I'm imagining them like silver blood right now.
Ooh, silver.
Okay.
Like one of those bugs.
I like it.
And
Yeah,
you squish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gorpheus. I can't recall exactly. Did you have any existing harm at the start of this job? Was your arm still broken from Thorn, or did you get that resolved in previous downtimes? Because if you did have an existing recovery clock, you would need to reset that now.
I do not, but I do have this new core injury, so that doesn't sound good at all.
So Gorpheus has been laid out on his back in the sand, surrounded by the crystalline labyrinth structure, which you guys are almost out of. You are so close to freedom, but you are now locked on by Mamba, the sniper of the Scarlet Wolves. You are now in a desperate situation. Gorpheus has been injured pretty badly. You as players know. I don't know if your characters would necessarily know, but you as players know that enemy reinforcements are imminent. We are at 5 segments out of 6 on a Scarlet Wolves backup clock. Now, I said I was going to tick 1 segment off that, basically after each and every action that you guys take. I cannot recall if I did that after the action that you guys ended last week's episode on, but I'm not gonna fill out a segment regardless, because I do want you guys, as a GM, I want you to succeed. I want you to be able to escape the labyrinth. So I'm gonna give you 1 more action to try and get out before the backup arrives. You are at 6 out of 8 segments on that escape clock. So with all this in mind, what do you guys think you do?
I've been hit. Go on without me. It's okay.
Quiet, Gorpheus.
Miranda's like, oh, okay, we should go. We should leave him behind.
Just leave me.
Well, that's not going to happen.
He said, leave me. He said it. It's his wishes. We should respect that.
He says that like all the time, honestly. And if we left Gorpheus every time he said leave me, I mean, we'd be on like 7 Gorpheus's by now.
They go to the friggin' bar and it's like, guys, leave me behind. I can't keep going on.
Maybe.
The Gorpheus 13.
Damn it, I just don't like new Gorpheus as much as the last one.
His way is just not as interesting.
Okay, Gorpheus 13 is bullshit. Get out of here, dude.
I would like to take my Urbot and like some like mirrors and like kind of create like a bright like flash to kind of throw this sniper off while we try to get out of here at the last moment.
Blind them. They've got a big scope in their eye. It's like solar flare.
That's a really interesting idea. So I was about to say, trying to throw off or, obscure your location from the sniper, not really like a great option at this point because that locked on clock is filled. The Mamba, the sniper, knows your location and has started to fire. But trying to blind them by using mirrors, reflections, that I think is a really interesting idea. So I want to let's give that a try, but remember it is nighttime right now, so you don't have like the sun's reflection to blind.
That's true, but that also means his pupils will probably be dilated.
Well, that's what I want to use like my like Urbot to like power like a light and then reflect that like just like a bright flashlight, bright ass like boom light.
So you've got the Urbot. Do you have like another piece of equipment that you can mark to represent this?
Mechanics kit or spy gear. Would one of those work for you? A fine mechanics kit and some spy gear?
I think a spy gear makes sense for that. I think we can call spy gear a big old mirror.
Okay, and I think we have one gambit left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, totally.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
So give me an action roll. You're gonna spend a gambit. What action are you going to use for this?
I'm going to use the rig action.
Okay. You are in a desperate position. Do I want to call this limited or standard?
I was thinking maybe great.
I'm so tempted to give limited.
Because it's dark, right?
I thought great
effects
as well.
for light.
Is that crazy? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just like boom, dilates him, and he's like, shit, now I have to refocus my eyes.
Oh, I can't see. My eyes. He probably yells that.
Let's call it
You can't
standard.
snipe.
Yes,
All
let's
right,
go.
that's fair.
Standard. I'll
Let's
take it.
call this a desperate standard rig roll.
I'm gonna push myself for 2 stress.
Okay, 2 stress and a bonus die.
That is a 5.
A desperate 5. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. I don't think the harm makes sense here because you are like specifically trying to disable the sniper this way. And I don't want to discount the success of that action. So there's not going to be another sniper shot. What happens is you shine the bright light, you use the mirror and the erbot, and you are able to create this distraction that we cut away and we see Mamba, and they're like getting ready to shoot at Gorpheus on the ground. The little red dot goes right over Gorpheus's forehead. We're looking through their sniper scope, and it's just a bright light, and Mamba recoils away, looking away. The shot goes wild. Gorpheus, you are able to roll out of the way before the laser blast makes impact on your forehead. And the group of you get up and you start to run. And you're twisting and turning through the last segment of the crystalline Shamayan labyrinth. You make it out the other side. You make it out free. You see your land vehicles, the single-seater, the two-seater, and the sweet, sweet classic hover bike sitting there waiting for you to hop on. But you see in the distance, as I tick off the final segment of the backup clock, a speeder bike coming your way. You can see that it is scarlet in color. And Miranda, with this cash, you see panic fill her eyes, and she just turns and bolts away from you all.
What?
Wait, no, we won't get paid if you do this. Stop it. You stop it.
Yeah, your consequence here on this roll is that Miranda turns tail. She's freaking out. She's not thinking rationally. She's making a break for it without you guys.
Gorpheus, stunner.
Okay. I am going to throw my stun. Wait, does she have any large pieces of metal connected to her?
She's got a belt buckle.
Nah, it's not enough. I'm gonna throw my stun baton, and I'm gonna try to stun her. I guess I'll use a scrap roll for this.
Okay, give me we'll call this a desperate great scrap roll. And again, guys, mark XP for making these desperate rolls.
All right. That's a 6, baby. Let's go.
That's a 6. You make direct contact. The stun baton hits her, stunning end forward right in the back of the neck, and she falls to the ground, rolls in the sand, writhing, twitching as she's stunned.
Ow.
And the cache of minerals goes sliding across the sand before coming to a stop a couple meters away from her.
Fuck.
And you see that this vehicle, this hover bike that is racing towards you, does I've never seen the movie, but I know the reference, the Akira slide.
Oh, yeah.
Into position. It does that, sending sand shooting up into the air as this big guy in scarlet red armor hops off of it, lands on the ground with a heavy thud, and pulls off of his back like a Gatling gun that is starting to rev up at you all. And you can see that his red helmet has like a fin on the top of it, like this fin like ridge, and on his back, like a jersey, just says the word shark.
Man, that guy's got style.
I think as Gorpheus was dealing with Miranda, Crash and Cypher were just running for the vehicles. They did a quick rock, paper, scissors. Crash won. So he's going for the classic bike, and I'm going for the other bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys can be on those vehicles as this guy lands. And so he's basically got the Gatling gun revved up and charging at Gorpheus. And you can see that the red dot of the sniper is like sweeping around as Mamba is clearly getting back into position and recovering from that blinding.
Ugh. Man, this is really turning into a shit show, huh?
Can I attach my bike as a sidecar to the 2-seater and start driving that towards Gorpheus?
Sure. Yeah, totally. These came in a set anyway.
Just like hit it like a magnet, like they just attach together, become a 3-seater.
Yeah, it's just a part that you buy. It's like a magnetic chain thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a spaceship docks to a space station, like it's that kind of thing where it's like, and they lock into place,
Nice.
and so now you've got a space hover bike with a sidecar.
All right, beautiful.
And you pilot that into position, sort of getting in between Shark and Gorpheus with the vehicles, as Miranda still lies in the sand and the cache a little bit further from her.
All right, well, I'm going to try and kind of make some maneuvers, sort of shooting at Shark, to prevent him from shooting at Gorpheus and Cypher while they fucking load up and get Miranda.
So trying to create a distraction for them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna, start speeding at him, shooting at him, and kind of ducking and weaving around and trying to get him to not pay attention to them.
Do you want that to be its own action, or do you see that as like aiding Cypher or Gorpheus in whatever they're trying to do?
You know what? It probably is good for aiding them doing something. But I mean, what are they doing? Getting on the bike? I don't know if they're gonna. Well, yeah, whatever. However we want to play it.
Yeah, I think Cypher was just gonna try and do like a cool skid move to like create like a fog with the sand and just block us a little bit and then drift right in, so Gorpheus just picks Miranda up, throws her to the side, and then can grab the cache.
Sure. So somebody give me an action roll. I don't really care who. And then somebody else, since this is all like a team effort, can take one stress to assist and give that person, whoever's making the action roll, a bonus die.
I'll take the stress. I'm doing pretty good on stress.
Let's do a scramble.
Yeah, I think scramble works here. Give me a...
Desperate still?
Yes, desperate still. You're all coordinating pretty well in fiction, and I think that this is a good enough distraction for me to call standard effect.
And then I get a bonus die for help.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 2.
Oh, dear God,
Ooh.
dude.
That's a 2. A desperate 2. That's like my favorite roll in the entire game. It's the worst outcome. You suffer severe harm. A complication occurs. You lose this opportunity. Ooh, baby.
I don't like this.
Losing
I
the
don't like this at all.
opportunity. Damn. That's tough.
Yeah, what a shame, dude. Oh my God.
No, I'm gonna be so mean.
Do it. Kill her.
Don't kill her.
I'm gonna kill her.
Oh, you're gonna kill her? Oh shit.
I mean, maybe if that's what it calls for, dude. But like, also, don't kill her.
Crash is darting all around. Gorpheus is trying to load up Miranda and the cache. Cypher is spinning, kicking up dirt, and it's like all this confusion and calamity, and like nobody has a clear view on anything. And there is a shot that rings through the confusion from the distance as Mamba has locked back on and has fired. This is going to be really bad for whoever gets shot at. But I am going to leave that up to fate because there is so much confusion about what's going on right now.
Oh, man.
I would like Cypher, you made that roll.
You want to roll a d4?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a d4 roll. It's going to be 1 Crash, 2 Cypher, 3 Gorpheus, 4 Miranda.
Fuck. Do not roll a 1.
And I rolled a 1.
Oh. Oh, come on.
That's
Crash
a
is
1.
gonna crash the
That's
bike.
a 1 right there.
That is a shot at Crash as Mamba is waiting up in their sniper nest, locked back on, patient as all of this is going on, and suddenly the spinning, wheeling Captain Crash lines right up. Mamba quickly pulls the trigger. Bang! A laser flies through the air and gets Crash right through your right eye.
Fuck!
Oh. It's fine, though. I was wearing visors. Lasers can't penetrate visors.
Flash from visors, dude.
And Crash, your right eye is like vaporized immediately. You go flying off the classic bike, skidding across the dirt. You are going to mark a level 3 harm. And you can just call that headshot.
Ooh.
Oh no! Captain Crash is dead!
I can't.
Captain!
Cypher, I think he's dead! He just got shot in the head!
No, he looks good. It's okay. We won't have to call Jerry.
You are dazed, Crash. You can't see straight. One of your eyes is just fully gone right now. You're in so much pain. So a level 3 harm means that you can't do anything related to that harm without somebody's help.
Okay.
You need help to do anything that would be affected by being shot in the head, which is probably most things.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. I mean, you know, how often do we really use both eyes?
Most of the time. It's like the default way to use them, I would say.
Awesome. That was cool. Were we able to pack everything? Were we able to pack everything into the vehicles whilst that happened, or no?
You did roll a 2, man.
Yeah, but we didn't lose the opportunity. We got a severe harm.
You didn't lose the opportunity. I think this is very nice of me to say that Gorpheus, as this was happening, you could either load Miranda or the cash onto the bike, but not both.
Obviously, it's a cash, right?
No, I obviously took the person first.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, Gorpheus.
Yeah, I would. I don't feel like I should feel bad about that, to be honest. Yeah, so I load Miranda onto the bike.
And just as you're getting her on, you see Crash go flying off the classic bike, shot in the head. You are a doctor. You are trained pretty well medically, even if you sometimes roll very poorly on that. But you can tell, like, he's still moving. He's still alive, but that was a bad injury.
Shit. I run over to the captain and try to give basic first aid. So if he needs, like, the best and easiest thing to do right now is just deal with the shock of getting shot in the head. That's probably what I'm...
I think all you need to do when someone loses an eye is put an eye patch on.
Okay, yeah. I just put some bandages over his eye, and I think he's cured, right?
Give me an action roll, Gorpheus.
I'm absolutely gonna roll doctor for that.
Yeah, I'm mainly doing this so you have an opportunity to do this on a job.
Thanks,
for
dude.
once.
I appreciate it.
Give me a desperate limited doctor roll.
Seems fair.
Can I give him words of encouragement to help?
Technically, no. No, you can't do like anything without help right now.
Shot me in the eye, not the mouth.
That's a 4. I rolled a 4.
That is a 4. Okay, here's what happens. Gorpheus, you quickly, like you have some kind of medical tools or something, I assume, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, med kit. I see that on the inventory. It does take 2 load, so go ahead and mark 2 of those for me.
All right. Boom, boom, boom.
I think you're tapped on inventory now.
I am tapped on inventory.
You are over.
Oh no.
You can't have a med kit right now. You are at 4 load, and a med kit would cost 2.
Oh, the one time you didn't take heavy.
I know. Well, surely, Crash has enough room to be holding onto a med kit that I could borrow.
Is it an option for me?
It is, yeah. That is just general equipment.
Okay, all right.
Crash, if you want to mark 2, I'll say in this situation.
For some reason, I'm the one carrying the med kit. Yes,
It's because I was carrying all the maps and charts.
Crash saw you left it on the table and was like, "Ooh, we should take this."
Yeah.
You take the med kit off of Crash's body. You like quickly take a syringe and you like jab it into his eye, and it sort of like numbs the pain, and you take some like patch type thing that you slab over his eye, and cybernetics just start to like spread around his head in a makeshift metal eye patch. Now Crash's cyber patch.
I was literally gonna make a comment about like, it's too bad he took the cyber patch. That was a really cool nickname. I could have been cyber patch.
Somewhere in the galaxy, Chet feels a chill run down his spine. It's happened again.
Turns out this was the exact same person that shot his eye out.
Yeah, right.
So here's what I'm gonna say. That Crash, you are going to keep that headshot at a level 3 harm, but for the rest of the job, you will treat it as a level 2 harm.
Okay. -1 die on everything, basically.
Yeah, you'll get -1 die on basically everything. Here's where the complication of that is. I see you do have a spare level 2 harm slot. That's good. You're not going to fill that in right now. But if you get another level 2 harm, that's going to fill that up. If you get another level 2 harm after that, it would be automatically increased to a level 3 harm. But your headshot harm is still technically level 3. So it would then get increased to a level 4 harm. Level 4 harm is death or permanent retirement. Like your character cannot continue.
Okay.
So you are just a couple injuries away from being taken out of the game forever.
That's all right. I think we're good. I'm going to survive. Crash is just going to play it smart, like he always does.
We're going to see how smart you play it, because I'm about to do maybe the meanest complication I've ever done in this game.
Oh, no.
As Shark is revving up that Gatling gun.
Can I go to shoot him in the hand?
No, man. This is still the complication from the previous roll. You can try and resist this if you want.
Don't.
But
Just let it go.
Here's the complication. As the gun is like revving up and that barrel is spinning, it's like generating lightning. Like this is maybe some sort of Tesla cannon Gatling gun thing, and he's pointing it at Gorpheus and Crash on the ground. But then you see a smirk cross over his face, and he turns his aim to point at the classic motorbike and starts to unleash a barrage of electricity and lasers directly at it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and resist.
No,
I want to
you're
use my
not.
ability shoot first to try and shoot the fucking gun in a way that breaks it.
Okay, that's interesting. That's not technically how a resistance roll works.
I know. I'm just
But
gonna
I
throw it
will-
out there and see what you offer me.
I like it, and I know how much Crash loves his baby, so I will keep that in mind. Okay, so you are going to resist. The kind of resistance roll you make depends on what the source of the consequence is here. So you make an insight if it's consequences from deception or understanding, prowess if it's consequences from physical strain or injury, which I think is what it would technically be for Crash here. But I think the funnier thing here is resolve, which is consequence from mental strain or willpower, which is kind of what I think represents Crash's desire to save his baby from damage.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Unfortunately, I'd love to roll prowess, but look, he isn't doing this for his broken body. He's doing it to prevent himself from breaking his soul.
Exactly. Give me a resolve roll, and we will treat. I'm not going to give you a bonus die. I'm just going to give you a +1 to this to represent your shoot first.
All right. Well, I rolled a 5.
Oh man, I'm too nice. So that means that is a 6 because I gave you a +1. Man, I should never go against what the book says. Lesson to all the GMs out there. So you would suffer 6 stress minus the result of this roll. So you suffer no stress.
There's no way I'm going to get stressed out over this. This is the easiest decision I made in my life.
As you blast away, you blast away at Shark as he's trying to take out the classic hover bike, and you are right on target, right on time. You blast his hand, and he clearly would have destroyed the bike if you had not done this. But instead, he just damages the engine pretty badly. And so the frame, the bulk of it is still intact, but it is not in good condition to fly right now.
Ugh, well. Hey, not the bike. This is between you and me, bud.
So Shark looks back at you, and he gives you sort of a confused look. Like maybe he didn't quite get what you just said, but then a smile spreads across his face, and he just lets out a "You like that bike, little man?"
You're not gonna touch that bike anymore. I'm gonna take you out myself.
And so I picture Crash like slowly rising to his feet, still hurt super bad, but standing up with confidence against this guy. What are you guys doing? This is still a really bad situation.
While that's all happening, can I grab the cash and drive over to them?
Yeah. So I think okay, here's what I'll throw out for you. You can get the cash. You can get Miranda on the 2-seater, and you can swing the 2-seater around so that it is on the other side of the classic bike, and you can attach that one as well.
Yes, I would like to attach all 3 vehicles together. We are Voltroning once again.
With the two-seater in the middle, flanked on either side by the individual hover bikes.
And then once that has happened, I would like to turn to them and be like, you guys got this? And then I would like to detach my bike so that I can drive off and start acting as the distraction for a little bit.
Lame. You gotta keep them Voltron.
Nope, because they can't get
the whole
shot.
Point of that, Nate.
Cypher's just like, yeah, I'm not driving a vehicle with Gorpheus. Like, let's get out of here.
I mean, are you guys able to drive, or do I have to drive everyone at this point?
Well, he lost an eye. I don't know if he can drive. I can drive.
I can drive.
Can you drive, Gorpheus?
Can you? I can drive. Fuck you.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I am going to start another clock right now. This is just going to be a general, like retreat clock, like getting to safety. You have the cash, you have the bounty target. You just need to get out of here while you still can, right? I've got between 4 and 12, so I think I'm just going to go right down the middle and call this an 8-segment clock for retreat to safety. So you guys tell me how you think you retreat to safety. Who's doing what?
I'm gonna turn my blade into a spinning propeller thing to try to deflect the incoming lightning blasts, just to kind of cover our retreat as we're running off.
I'm going to hop in the driver's seat. 100% driving with one eye.
Okay. So Cypher's detaching, going off, Crash with one eye is in the pilot's seat, of the two-seater, Miranda on the back. Gorpheus, what, like, are you hopping on the damaged classic? What's your position?
Yeah, I guess I'll be on the damaged classic and just trying to cover our give support and cover for the attacks.
Gorpheus, you better protect that girl with your life.
Captain, I'm gonna protect us with my life. Okay, is that like an acceptable middle ground here?
We'll talk about it later, soldier.
I need an action roll from somebody to get us started on this.
I guess Helm, right?
And then can I help that and like drive behind them to give them a little bit more cover?
Can I ask for a devil's bargain?
Here's my offer to you guys before we get to the DB. Since everybody has like a little thing that they want to do right now, I think this might be a good idea for a good time for a group action. Now, typically a group action is when everybody is doing the same thing and we take the best result. I think in this situation, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same exact action, but you're all like trying to do the same exact thing right now. Cover yourselves, create distractions, get away. So how do we think that sounds?
Works for me.
I think that sounds great.
Sounds good to me.
That's what, 1 stress for whoever's leading the action, and then everyone rolls.
Yeah. Well, so who is going to be the like taking the lead on this?
Captain Crash.
Well, so you don't take a stress now exactly. So everyone is going to make a action roll, and depending on the results of those action rolls, you might take stress if anybody rolls really badly.
Okay, gotcha.
Are we all doing Helm or whatever based on what we're doing?
Whatever you're doing. So, I mean, you could do something that's a little bit more protection-y based, I'd assume.
Yeah, I'm going to use my psychomagnetic powers.
So desperate, I assume?
Yes.
Is this a standard?
Extreme effect.
You know, we've never gotten an extreme effect. It would be really good for the podcast just to show what that does.
I don't care about what's good for the podcast.
Good effort.
You hear that, listeners?
Effort, Zach.
Yeah, you really went for it, man.
He just wants to punish us. He doesn't care about you at all.
He's had a little taste of the power, and he's like, I'm not gonna let this go. They're gonna roll all sixes next session.
Okay, I'm gonna change my mind about something that I just said.
Okay.
But I think how I want to actually resolve this is it'll be a group action between Cypher and Crash, who are both using Helm, and Gorpheus. You can aid them both with 1 stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that makes the most sense within what are the actual rules. Yeah, so Gorpheus, you take 1 stress. Crash and Cypher will both get a bonus die on their Helm roll, and Crash, you might take stress if
we roll like shit.
Yeah, if Cypher still rolls bad, or if you still roll bad.
I mean, I'm assuming my roll won't be amazing, but let's see. So a desperate standard. And for Crash, remember, you lose a die from that, but then you gain a die back, so you'll just be at your base Helm roll. Yeah. So I got a 4, and Cypher got a 5.
Okay, then you are great. You take no stress, because you take 1 stress for each PC that rolled a 1 or 1 to 3 as their best result. Yeah, that is a standard result. You start driving away, Gorpheus, spinning the crystals around, creating a distraction, creating protection as the 2 of you on your separate bikes start going as fast as you can away from the labyrinth. You can Crash, you can feel Miranda like starting to come out of the stunned condition as you start creating some distance. You see that Shark lugs the minigun on his back and hops on his own hover bike to start to give chase to you. You are Crash, your vehicle is not going super fast because you're lugging the damaged,
a lot of weight.
Yeah, the damaged classic with you. It's a lot of weight, but you're able to create some distance. I think with Cypher giving you a 5, I am going to give you 2 segments of the retreat to safety clock, and I'm even going to kick you up to a risky position rather than desperate. But the sniper Mamba is keeping up with you with their laser sight, and they're starting to take some shots. Bang, bang, bang. And the first few are a little short or a little long. They're not making direct contact, but you do get a shot on the side of your vehicle, and it's not a super dangerous shot right now, but I am going to create a 4-segment clock that is going to be we'll call it hover bike integrity, and I'm going to tick off 1 segment of that. When that clock is full, your hover bike can't continue.
Great. All right, let's make it out of here with at least 2 of the hover bikes driving, hopefully.
And so Shark sort of catches up with you guys because you're going a little slow, and you see that he's got like a mounted gun on the front of his hover bike that starts firing, and it's like bang, 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 sort of. Yeah, that's the sound it makes. It's weird.
Nice.
And it's like firing these laser blasts that are getting super close. You've got the sniper fire that is still coming in. There's a lot of fire here. You're going to maybe need to take some evasive actions. You're maybe going to need to get a little creative on how you can deal with this. It's not going to be just a simple go as fast as you can escape here. I'm going to need little creativity in the next action roll that somebody's gonna do.
Is there any natural terrain we can start heading towards?
There's some sand dunes. There's some occasional, crystalline structures that are jutting out from, deep underneath the sand. There's not really a lot of like foliage. Maybe it will say there's the occasional cactus or two.
Yeah, let's head for like the crystal structures and just kind of like force like a few natural blocks from this sniper just being able to have like open shots at us. I think is our first priority.
Yeah, trying to use maybe what little cover there is to create some protection. Give me an action roll for that.
Can I give a study to be like, I know exactly which way to go for us to, like kind of like having studied the maps before this?
Yeah, maybe Cypher's doing some like incredibly quick calculations in their mind, right? In their Urbot mind, sort of scanning the terrain in front, calculating what might be the best route with the most protection against these two enemies on either side of you. I like that. So give me a risky standard study roll. And I've got a devil's bargain for you.
I'd love to hear it.
You can like overclock your mind here if you want, and you will take a level 1 harm. That is just like fried circuits. So if you are trying to do any like super advanced Urbot stuff, and I won't be too cruel on what that means, you'll have less effect from that for the rest of the job.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Cool. So you give yourself a bonus die as you fry your own circuits to try and study your way out of here.
Hard left, Captain, this way.
That's going to be another 5.
A 5. That's great because your other roll on that was a 1. So you really needed that bonus die.
Yeah.
So on a risky 5, you do it, but there's a consequence. That was standard effect. So that's going to be 2 more segments of the retreat to safety clock. But I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Crash's 2-seater takes another shot in between the cover that you are driving between. It's almost like Mamba waits for the perfect moment to get right in the side. And that is going to be 2 out of 4 segments on the hover bike integrity clock.
Oof.
Crash or Gorpheus, what do you think? Is there anything either of you guys can do to help out your escape here? Mamba in the distance sniping, a shark right behind you firing laser blasts.
Can you shoot like one of your crystals at Shark's vehicle? Maybe try and fuck it up?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna toss my entire crystal sword and try to like have it so it goes straight through deep into his bike and just cast shatter essentially and have it explode like I did with the robot in the second job.
Make it a callback. I like it.
I'm gonna bring up a rule here that you guys are gonna yell at me about because I probably should have mentioned it before and I don't think I have. But one of the things that you can do is you can trade position for effect. So I'm gonna say this would be a risky limited effect roll, Gorpheus.
I do really wish you
Yeah,
had
I
told me
know.
this.
Well, no, this is good. This is good. 'Cause you guys would have abused it.
Oh, we would have played with that rule
I
so
know,
many
it would've
times.
been every time.
You would have definitely seen an extreme effect by now.
That was one of those things where I was like, oh, damn, I should have read this closer.
Just imagine all those freaking controlled positions. Like we wouldn't roll a single controlled thing.
Let's take it fresh and make it seem like it was your idea to do this now for the first time rather than me forgetting.
No,
'cause,
no,
that'll make me
no,
look better.
no. Tyler, keep this in. Don't you dare.
The world needs to know.
Yeah, we want our listeners to know who's running this show.
Who's responsible for this mistake?
So, Gorpheus, you can make either a risky limited roll or a desperate standard roll.
Gonna make a desperate standard. And just like, since you've been throwing out these devil's bargains, do you have a devil's bargain for me?
Yes. Here's my devil's bargain for you. As you do this, you lose some of your crystals in this moment. Like they don't all recall back to you. And that's something you'll be able to replace during downtime. But like you won't be able to do this kind of thing again.
During like this?
During this job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. Sure.
Okay, cool. So go ahead, give yourself a bonus die. I do think this would require some core strength from you. I feel like you channel a lot of your way power from your core.
Oh, for sure.
So you're going to lose a die from your level 2 harm on that.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Single teardrop, but that's fine.
I can't. Can I help him? I can't remember the order. Well, I'm driving. Make sure that I give him a really nice, easy shot. You know, line up the bike just perfectly right when he's ready to throw.
And keep it nice and steady.
I mean, I would love to get a better answer to that question, but I guess that's good enough. Sure. So,
well, you know, because we're driving away, we're probably swerving a lot, and so for this, he's gonna line it up like
get him as close as possible, real quick, and make it an easy shot. You know,
no cool sci-fi powers.
Okay, so Crash, you can take 1 stress. And between that and the Devil's Bargain, that will be 2 bonus dice on Gorpheus, your desperate standard roll.
All right, but I do lose a dice as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's 1 bonus die.
Net plus 1 die.
We can work with that.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's 2 6s. That's a
crit.
That is a desperate crit because of the bonus die. Hoo boy. And standard because of the rule that you guys have known about the entire time about trading position for effect. I can't believe you guys haven't done this
Shut
before.
up. We could. Yeah, wasn't it at the start of this mission we were just in a controlled position for the longest time?
I know, geez, like I would have been trying to use this to manipulate when we get gambits and like, you know.
So on a crit, you do it with increased effect. So that is going to be 3 segments on the retreat to safety clock, bringing you up to 7 out of 8. And furthermore, no consequence. Huge.
That's fucking
huge.
good.
You guys just need like 1 more success. You are getting distance on the Scarlet Wolves. The sniper shots are getting less and less accurate. Mamba might be losing you in the darkness of the desert as you get further away from their sniper's nest. You are creating more distance between yourself and Shark, who is like full throttling to try and keep up, but you're outmaneuvering him. I just need 1 more roll to succeed, and you guys are back to the Phoenix 13 safe. What do you do?
Gorpheus, switch places with me. I'm gonna send that sniper a parting gift as I, brandish that sniper rifle that we used several episodes ago and I forgot about.
Oh, this is so cocky of you, Zach.
It is so good.
You've got 1 eye.
You've got 1 eye, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, crap. Well, first off, you only use 1 eye to shoot anyway.
That's true.
Like, you specifically closed one of your eyes, so it's one of the few things I can do, Mike.
I guess that's true. I guess this wouldn't apply.
This
You
is
can make
the
this-
time.
It depends. Did he lose his good eye or not?
Dude, I was gonna ask that,
I
but I
did
was
say
like, I'm
you
gonna let
lost
it
your
go.
right eye.
I don't think I specified whether Crash is right or left-handed.
Crash feels ambidextrous to me. So I guess you don't suffer any penalty from being shot in the head on this.
I'm not gonna fight it.
So give me an action roll, Crash.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little like swap, like Mario Kart Double Dash, you know?
Dude, exactly
The
like
best Mario
Double
Kart.
Dash.
Yep.
Just totally smooth.
He hands you
Yep.
the red shell, you hand him the wheel.
Yeah, you both hop at exactly the same time, and
Yeah, in like this little clockwise motion.
yeah.
So I'm gonna, grab that sniper rifle and try and line up a shot just as we're leaving the range for Mamba, and see if I can leave her a parting gift. And help shoot her so that she can't fuck us up at the final stretch.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one with a gun that can shoot her from this range, probably.
Give me an action roll.
Scrap.
Sure. Let's call this risky limited because you are at such a great distance.
That's fair.
You can make that desperate to get a standard effect.
You're right, and I really thought about it. You know what? You're right. I mean, it's a brand new mechanic. I have to
Do it.
Yeah. So
Coward.
I'm gonna drop that down to desperate for
For
accidentally-
standard effect.
Yep.
And Devil's Bargain, Mamba does get one shot off on the bike before you go. So that would be a third segment on the hover bike integrity clock.
That's fair. Well, I just rolled 3 1s and a 3, so that's a 3.
And you made that desperate.
Yep. Oh my god, 3 1s.
That's just statistically improbable.
God, we talked about it at the start of the show. And it just feels poetic for me to say that this is what happens. Crash, you line up what you think is the perfect shot just as Mamba fires another shot into the hover bike. Boom, your angle goes wide as the bike shakes from Gorpheus's shitty piloting. And you lose your shot. You line it up quickly and you see Mamba staring right back at you. A red dot appears right over Crash's good eye.
No.
Fires before you can squeeze the trigger. I know you have shoot first, but I don't care. And Crash, a laser sniper bolt flies right towards your head for a second time. This is going to be another level 3 harm, which will be increased to a level 4 harm if you don't resist this.
Yep, I'm resisting consequences.
Do you have armor you can use?
If you have 2 item boxes left.
I don't.
Because of the med kit situation.
Yes. Because of the medkit situation, I'm resisting consequences.
Okay.
What is this, a prowess this time? This time it is a prowess.
Certainly, yeah.
All right, that was 3 5s, so a 5.
Okay. So you will take 1 stress as you see the bolt coming and you turn your head right in time to not get shot in the face, but to get like
Get shot in the bad eye a second time.
no, you turn your body just in time, so you get like hit in your shoulder, your left shoulder, and you recoil from the pain. You drop your laser rifle, falls into the sand, and Gorpheus just keeps driving, so you lose it. You are going to take a level 2 harm for shoulder blast. But that means if you now take another level 2 or higher harm on this job, you're done.
Hopefully this job is almost over.
You would hope so. But you don't get another segment of that escape clock.
Oh, fuck.
Crash is badly hurt. Shark is catching up. You guys are so close to safety, but you're also in terrible danger. I'm going to put you guys back down to a desperate position. You just need one more success to get out of here. And I think it all comes down to Cypher. Cypher, what can you do to help, to escape, to retreat to safety? What do you do?
Tell me if this is reasonable. I would like to slow down so that I am at a distance with Shark where I can hack into his bike's power core and try to overheat it.
On the Wi-Fi.
Ooh, I like that on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, Shemaya, the desert planet. It's got like 7G. You know what I mean?
The entire Procyon sector is on the same network. Come on.
Look, there's nothing to get in the way of the waves. They travel
I was
really well.
actually thinking about that. It's so barren that it just goes by. It's like, yeah, no, it passes through. Once you get out of that maze, dude, Wi-Fi kills. It's freaking dope, man.
Here's what I'm going to allow this, Cypher, mainly because I think that your level 1 harm is going to come into play here, and you're going to have reduced effect for this.
Okay.
So what action roll are you going to make?
Hack.
Sure, I forgot that was a skill. That makes total sense.
I think I'm going to do consort.
I'm going to flirt with his bike.
Yeah, exactly. Cypher seduces the bike.
Return of the sexy motorcycle.
What was my effect again?
Desperate limited.
That is 2 6s for a crit.
A critical success as you hack into Shark's hover bike, fighting through your own like discomfort as some of your motherboard chips
My head's just smoking.
Yeah, exactly. Just full on smoke coming out of Cypher's head. But you quickly like tap on like a hologram display that pops up, and you see sparks start to shoot out of Shark's hover bike, and you watch him start to swerve, and his laser fire is going wild, and he's clearly losing control of the vehicle as it swerves off and just crashes directly into a sand dune as he jumps off right in the nick of time. And the hover bike explodes in a comical mushroom cloud burst. And you just keep going. Crash, Cypher, Gorpheus, Miranda, the cache. Make it out. Away from the Scarlet Wolves. Through the desert. And back to the safety of the Academy and the Phoenix 13. And so ends our job and our episode. Tune in next time to escape the dungeon. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Niddle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.